Greetings, Royal Family. Thanks for clicking on the video and welcome back to my returning Royal Family members. If you're new here, welcome and hello. My name is Royal B and we are the Royal Family. All right, so Love and Hip Hop Miami, right? This was a very, very interesting episode. This is episode number 9. I'm going to start off by saying I don't want Sheila and Ace anywhere near Ray J and his wife, okay? I like Sheila and Ace. I just don't want Ray J and his wife anywhere near them. Okay, I don't even know why they're on this show. They just love and hop from franchise to franchise. Anyway, so Ray J, their swim week is going on in Miami. There's a fashion show and some of the cast members are there. Princess Love is a part of the show for whatever reason. She's modeling. She's doing her little runway thing. So Ray J said that he reached out to Flo to collaborate on a song. Ray J says that he has a song called Sac Passe and he wanted a hot Haitian artist on the song. So he decided to hit up none other than the compa queen, Flo. Now, I just want to know why people still falling for this quote unquote work on a song trap, right? When was the last time Ray J put out music? Ray J filed for divorce more than he actually puts out singles or produces music. We still falling for that? Anyway, let's move it along to Amara Negra. So Amara, she's filming her video for her song Muévete. You know, she recorded that song like 2 episodes ago, we saw, right? In reality TV time anyway. So she's always working. And I do love that about her. Since season 1, episode 1, that girl has been working day and night. And I love to see it, right? So Bobby pays her a visit on the set of her video shoot. And she tells Bobby that she's pregnant. Why are you telling Bobby before telling your own mama? And even the father of your kid, the father, your boyfriend, he doesn't even know, but whatever. So she ends up talking to her mother about her pregnancy. Let me tell you something. Maybe this wasn't meant to be funny, but I was cracking up, okay? Mama Lenegra is a hoot. She's one of my favorite characters on the show. I have a new favorite. I'll get into that. Mama Lenegra and Trick Daddy are my 2 favorite, but I think this new favorite is gonna bump Trick out of his spot. No shade. But Mama Negra, top tier. That's my girl right there. That's my girl. So she ends up talking to her mother about her pregnancy, right? Her mother comes to her and says, you know, your father told me something. Look at her with her rollers. I love it. I love it. She says, you know, your father told me something and I wanted to, you know, confirm with you. He says that, you know, you took a blood test thinking that you were pregnant. So she ends up telling her mother she's pregnant. And baby, the look on Mama Lenegra's face is priceless. This is the look of a parent that knows that their kid can sometimes be a dingbat. And it's just like, oh God, have I taught you nothing? Mama Lenegra's whole gripe is you need to be in a relationship with a stable partner. You need 2 stable parents to basically raise a child. You know, she's raised Amara, so she knows. And she says, you know, you didn't even consult with me. Now, to my understanding, right, those of you who speak Espanol, I know sometimes the translations that they put on the screen, they have a different tone than when it's said in Espanol, right? So what they put on the screen in translation is that you didn't even consult with me. You have to consult with me. Judging by Amara's response, that's probably what Mama Lenegra said. But I don't know if I'm sticking up for her. I don't think she meant it that way. Like, okay, you got to let me know when you ovulating and when you about to procreate. I don't think she meant consult like that. But Amara took offense and she says, you know, Mom, I got to consult with you. Now you're crossing the line. Mama Lenegra, she said whatever. She's like, do whatever the heck you want to do. Now, mind you, Amara hasn't told her boyfriend. So Amara's like, look, if you're not going to support me, I'll get on a plane and I'll go live with my boyfriend. How old is Amara? She seems a little bit juvenile. And I don't mean that in a negative way, right? She just, maybe because she was sheltered. I think Mama Lenegra sheltered her a lot because she was very protective of her. Rightfully so. She raised her by herself. So I don't know. I think Amara Negra is a little bit, you know, a little bit juvenile in her thinking. So again, Amara didn't tell the boyfriend. And the reason why she didn't tell him is because they're not on the best of terms. Mama Negra told her, look, you do what you want. You know, she says, I raised you. I did what I was supposed to do. It's your life. Since you know better, whatever. And walked out with her rollers. And yo, I like this woman. Like, she's so real and I love it. I just love it. Anyway, let's move on to Sheila and Ace. Okay. So for whatever reason, Sheila and Ace, because Ray J and Princess, they probably don't even really they don't have a storyline. They really don't. Everywhere they go, they burden people with their problems. So they're basically, jumping on Ace and Sheila's bandwagon and stealing screen time from them. It's just, I don't want Ray J and his wife anywhere near Sheila and Ace. I don't. So Sheila and what's her name, Princess Love, they're chit chatting and they're talking, and of course Princess Love is talking about Ray J cheating and stop burdening people with your nonsense. It's just so annoying. And I just feel like, Ace, don't waste your good advice on Ray J. Just Ray J and his wife, they're just a bunch of downers. So Sheila, she has her women empowerment. I forgot, Curly Queens, I think it's called. I'm not sure what the organization is called, but it's kind of like a empowerment group for women, Black women specifically. Ooh, child, next week's episode is going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, so she invited Princess Love. Why? Why are you inviting Princess Love, Sheila? You always being nice. Leave Princess and her drama right where she is. Princess Love don't want to be empowered. She don't want to be positive. She don't. This is all for a check for her and Ray J. This is a game. They play with their marriage. They take turns filing for divorce and wanting custody. It's a joke to them. Don't waste your time. That's my pick. Stay away from Sheila and Ace, Ray J and Princess. Ugh. Anyway, let's switch gears to Trina. The reason why I picked this picture is because Trina is always yelling. Trina is always yelling at somebody, screaming at somebody. And I find it interesting that the way that people sit back and just like Joy. She's so used to it. And Raymond, is that his name? Her fiance. He's so used. It's crazy how everyone is so desensitized to Trina and her bitchery. And I understand Trina is under an insurmountable amount of stress. Trina, you need help. And I mean, you need professional help as it pertains to your business. And you also need professional help as it pertains to your personal life and managing your emotions. You are getting from bad to worse. You are always blacking out season after season after season. And the things that you're going through are manageable, but you have to be willing to do the work. Shout out to Iyanla Vanzant. I miss her on TV. Anyway, so Trina is getting ready for Versus, right? And she's yelling at someone else who's doing the work. Nothing new. There's nothing new here. No, I don't want that song. They're going through songs that she's going to be performing. This is when she did the Versus with Eve, which was a great Versus, by the way. And Trina, you mean to tell me you can't pick out 20 of your songs that you want to perform? If you don't like the songs that someone else is picking out, which they really shouldn't have to do, pick your own damn songs. Why does everything, you have to be explosive about everything has to be a fight? Again, Trick Daddy was forgotten about. And Trina's manager had to go to Trick's restaurant and beg him to do the Versus that same night. And I listen, Trick is one of my favorite characters on here. And I mean characters in a respectful way. And this is the second time that he's been quote unquote overlooked. And what's her name? Trina's manager, Corey, he made a good point mentioning that Trick and Trina, they sat next to each other every morning on their morning show before it got canceled. And Trina didn't even mention the Versus to him that she wanted him to participate. And then he shows up, like he says in his confessional, Trina's like a sister to him. If he has a club appearance, he always makes sure that he reaches out to Trina to see if she wants to go and see if she wants to get a section, and he books that in his booking, and she forgot him when she did her little 20th anniversary thing in Atlanta. She always blames it on Corey, who's her manager. She blames it on everybody else. But you and Trick are friends. Y'all been friends for 20 something odd years. You can't call and text him like, yo, Trick, you gonna come through with the Versus? And then let me tell you what ticked me off. After the Versus was done and it was a success, Trick, he ended up showing up. She said it would, on the radio show the next day, she said on air, it would have been a problem if you didn't show up. You wouldn't be sitting next to me right now. You didn't even formally invite the man. It was an oversight on your part. Are you kidding me? This is your friend. So if he didn't show up because he felt disrespected, you would have been mad? Trina has more than anger issues, man. Like, seriously, there's something going on. And I mean that in a respectful way. And I really think that she should get help. You are turning into a Tasmanian devil, and you're making it so impossible to work with you. This is not a good look, Trina. It really isn't. All right, up next. All right, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Marlin is one of my favorite new characters. I know that sounds crazy. I know some people think Marlin is a dirtbag. Marlin is absolutely hilarious to me. I find him very, very comical, and probably because I don't have to deal with him. I would not deal with certain things. I wouldn't. It's not up for discussion. It's not up for debate, and it definitely isn't for sale on a reality TV show. That's just me. But I'm a viewer, and this is top tier comedy to me. It is. So we move on to Marlin and his cheating behind. So he decides, right, that he is going to fix this mess. Okay. So he wants to come clean, and he wants to be a man. Okay. So what does he do? He meets up with the woman that he's been cheating with, all right, whatever her name is. And they're sitting at some, I guess, lounge or wherever, and he's talking to her, and he says that he's going to take control of the situation, right? So the mistress says that she wants Marlin to leave her alone. But what's so interesting is she's giggling with him. I guess she cannot resist Marlin's infectious charm, okay? So this is the woman that already spoke with, what's her name, with Flo. You remember when Flo was on the phone with the other lady, the other girl, Gael's friend, and the girl was crying on the phone and she broke Gael's phone? Well, this is the lady that he's sitting in the bar with. I thought I had a picture of them in here in the lineup. Anyway, so Marlin tells his mistress that she was the one that messed up things by talking to his wife. Yo, Marlin really believes the stuff that comes out of his mouth. His full-on commitment when he's talking this trash. So Marlin, he is still apparently texting this woman, and he's telling her that, he's going to tell his wife what she already knows, in my opinion. So the girl was like, look, isn't this you texting me? I miss you, baby. I miss you. He's like, relax, man. Why you so, Marlin is mad fun. I could not stop laughing at this guy. Anyway, so the mistress lady, she says she doesn't trust Marlin to tell, his wife the truth. And she tries to call Flo. Ma'am, you already spoke with you volunteer for the mistress position. Stick to the rule book, please. You already spoke to her on the phone and told her everything. Granted, Flo didn't want to believe her, but I'm just saying, what are you calling her again? Ma'am, you're all out of flag on the play. Okay. So Marlin, he ends up calling Flo and tells her, on FaceTime that he did cheat on her. Duh. And Gael was right. So now Flo feels like an idiot. She says, you had me fighting with my sister. No, Flo. You chose to fight with your sister. Okay. Marlin is not telling you anything that you didn't already know. You said yourself you ain't babysitting Marlin and she thinks that he's doing X, Y, and Z. You already knew, girl. I guess some people need confirmation thrown in their face. I don't know. I guess. I don't know. So Flo, she was headed into her studio session with Ray J, right? Remember, Ray J got this fake song, Sac Passe, and he needs a Haitian artist, a hot Haitian artist on it. So this is so messed up, man. So she goes into the studio after getting off of FaceTime with Marlin, right? And Ray J is asking her if she's in a happy place in her life, and does that come out in her music? And Flo, she basically starts talking about Marlin cheating, right? Then in his confessional, Ray J, he gonna say he ain't Dr. Phil and he ain't trying to hear all of that. So I guess he was temperature checking her to see like where her head was. So he tells her, that she should go get her head right. And, she ends up leaving the session, and Ray J and his messy self gonna talk about, you call him red-handed or like, I can't. I love this franchise. I really do. They need to spice it up, but I like this franchise. Anyway, so in this photo, you see Flo, she is ready to confront her man. Okay. So she hightails it over to wherever he is. And she says, look, come on, let's go. We need to talk. Okay. I I don't get why she reprimanded him like he's her son. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if some people realize like that's what they look like, you know. Flo said that he does this all the time, and you knew he was lying. So why you talking to him and reprimanding him like he your son? So she starts to get loud, and he's like, Sherry, which means baby. Sherry, why you do that? You know, she was calm at first, and she started to get loud, and she starts getting physical. She throws his drink on him, and she's pushing and poking him, and then, you know, security has to come in, step in. And I'm just shaking my head. I wasn't laughing at that part. I really was shaking my head. And it's like when I see women and even some men, you know, scold their partners like this, it just looks like a parent scolding a child, and it's very weird. Like, I understand that she's hurt. I get it. However, sis, you said he does this all the time. Like, how you, okay. Never mind. Never mind. She says, you know, she really wanted this to work. I trusted you. Yeah, you did. You trusted him to do exactly what he has been doing. Just say that. Anyway, royal family, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. And you know, let me get serious for a moment. The sad part that I see women in this, for the sake of this argument, women do, because Moni does it. Moni Love does it on Marriage Boot Camp, and I see Flo doing it on this show, Love and Hip Hop Miami. What's the reason? Why do you do this? Am I not enough? What's going on? And you know, sometimes I think people are so used to people telling them a bunch of BS that when the truth is just straight black and white, they can't accept it. It's not about you not being enough. I do believe that Marlin loves her. I'm sure he does. It's not about you not being enough. It's not. The reason why Marlin cheated is because Marlin wanted to. That's really it. People cheat because they want to. That's it. Because you could tell when she said she's going to think about leaving him, he got shook. He looked like he was scared. Like, wait, she really going to leave and divorce me? That's not what he wants to happen, right? And some people would say, well, he should stop cheating. Yes, he should. But the reason why he cheats is because he wants to, Flo. It's not anything that you are doing or not doing. Don't buy into that BS. All of that, you got to do this to keep your man home. If your man wants to remain home and monogamous, they will. That's it. That's all. I know it's so hard to digest because it's so straight, right? Straight up and down. All right, royal family, I'm signing off. I don't want to go off on a tangent. Like this video if you liked it. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you just want to watch another video, click on the video on the left. Either way, I want you to get down in the comments and share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. All right, I'm signing off. I love you for watching. And as always, until next time, peace.